jerk frost star. Everything annoys me, even the things I like, and that is a lie, because I pretty much like almost everything. I just figured if I was gonna do one of these shows abridges the whole movie for you and call it a review, and I was gonna have some kind of catchphrase, but yeah, forget it. I'm not gonna use a catchphrase. The movie I chose to talk about though is a movie called Cooley High, which I probably saw on BET or TV1 or one of those black stations a while ago with my family. There's been some people that say that this movie is like the black version of some movie called American Graffiti, but I never saw this movie or heard of it, so I'll never bring it up for reference ever again. But what I do remember about this movie is that it's a bunch of black teenagers growing up in Chicago doing black teenager stuff like smoking, drinking, skipping class, having sex and partying and starting fights and hanging out with gangsters. You know, stuff black people did. The main characters of this movie is an aspiring poet named Preach and his best friend Cochise. I really don't know the meaning behind these names, but they're not important. They attend a school called Cooley High during midterms week, and then they realize it's too nice a day to learn and study and read the student code of conduct, so they plan a way of sneaking out of class by having students pass back a red bottle of ink to Preach, who pours ink on a paper towel and fake a bloody nose with it. And I guess they really must be trying to get caught, because he leaves the ink and the paper towels on his desk, while the other guy sneaking out of class is filling on girls in his class as he's crawling out of the room. One of the things they decide to do when they sneak out of class is to go to the zoo. But since they like sneaking in and out of places, they have to sneak into the zoo. But if they sneak into the zoo, they have one guy start up a stupid argument about hot dog.
You got no ketchup.
That's right.
Got some relish? Got some relish on it, please?
I don't have any relish.
You got no relish?
No relish.
Well, what you got?
We have mustard.
Mustard?
That's it.
You mean a great big establishment like this and all you got is mustard?
That's right.
I don't like mustard. You like mustard?
Yeah, I like mustard.
After that, they start to screw around in the monkey cage. Yeah, I remember sneaking out of class just to get hit in the chest with monkey feces, and that is another one. Upon leaving the zoo, Preach and Cochise stopped to play basketball for some reason, and then Cochise started talking about how he's going to get into college with his basketball scholarship. Then they decide to head over to the diner. They talk to this one girl who invites them to a party or tells them about a party or something. And then inside, Preach decides to play craps with these two gangsters named Stone and Roberts. While playing craps, they meet this young lady named Brenda who wants to go to the bathroom, but Preach, Stone, and Roberts are playing craps in front of the bathroom. So Preach naturally acts like an asshole towards her.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Preach gets into his mind that he might be able to hook up with her. Cochise doubts it, so he bets $10 that he can. After the bet is made, the owner of the diner chases Preach out of the diner with a meat cleaver because he was gambling. A little later, we see Cochise with his family, where it's found out that he actually got a scholarship to get accepted into college. To celebrate this, they decide to go to the alley and drink wine. And everybody starts speculating what they're going to do after college. Preach tells everybody how he wants to go to Hollywood. And then one of the people that's with him start to make fun of his poetry, revealing that he broke into Preach's locker to read his, and started making fun of his poetry. I think Preach takes it well.
Why don't you hit him with your throbbing manhood? You guys think it's so funny because I want to be something besides a factory worker or a football player. Well, that's because you're a bunch of stupid niggas that don't know shit.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Cochise calms him down and brings him back to his senses. Then he finally starts to drink the wine.
Oh. This is for the brothers who ain't here. Hey, man, you pouring out our wine. This is for the brothers who ain't here. Forget them, man. They ain't here. They don't...
The term for the brothers who ain't here has been said in countless other things after this movie. I would almost think this movie started that trend, but they probably got the trend from an African tradition called libations, where you pour out water or wine to honor the dead spirits. So I'm just gonna call this skill libation.
party start? I don't know, about 8 o'clock or something, she said. We better be getting over there, man. Let's get in the wind.
After drinking the wine, they go to the party where the priest tries to prove to Cochise that he can hook up with that girl for the diner. But Cochise decides to party like every other black person is there. Cochise decides to party like every other black person, which is hitting on someone else's girl, starting a fight that could potentially tear up someone else's home. After the property damage, they meet back up with stolen robbers who ride around in their stolen car. Priest lies about being able to drive, which he kinda can drive. He pulls up next to a cop car, and just the cop car just pulling up to the side of him. I don't even think they really said anything to him. Priest freaks out and just starts to speed off, starting a high-speed car chase, which goes through some kind of parking lot or construction site, which somehow they managed to get the cop car pinned up with a forklift. Later after that, they all meet to study, but they don't feel like studying. They want to go see the Godzilla movie, but they don't have any money. So they decide to use a toy badge from the cereal box to scam money out of hookers.
Wait a minute! The Lone Ranger! Girl, they're trying to stick us up! There ain't nothing.
They get the money, they go to the movies, but they decide they want to watch movies the same way they party. Start one big fight. One massive gang fight in the whole theater. After that, Preach must have found some way to get on Brenda's good side because they actually do kind of sort of hook up, and Preach blows his cover about the bet.
Oh, boy. Wait until I tell Cochise I won. That nigga owes me $1, baby.
You bet.
Hey, Brenda. Listen, baby.
A bet? A bet on nothing but a cheap dollar bet?
No. Wait a minute. Now, listen. It's not really like that. Baby, just let me talk to you now.
I thought you was just... I really thought you meant it.
I do mean it, baby. You know I mean it. You know I care for you.
It's finally time for them to take the midterms, which has been pushed back a couple of weeks because of the fact that they skipped class. But then the police come in and arrest the people who was involved with the Grand Theft Auto. They all get interrogated, but then they all tell different stories. It's not the same story. Stone and robbers freak out, thinking they're all going to go to jail because they didn't tell the same story. But one of the teachers from the school bailed Preacher Cochise out. He tried to preach out Stone and robbers, but their rap sheet is too high, so there was nothing that could be done. So upon seeing that Preacher Cochise got set free, Stone and robbers think like every other normal black person that they snitched to get out.
Guess I don't have to tell you who told on us.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, the teacher lectures Preach about throwing his life away and stuff, and how he actually bailed him out of the jail. Preach goes to tell Cochise about this, but then some stupidness happens, which caused them to have an argument, which made Preach not feel like wanting to tell Cochise about this. So they get back to the diner where he realized Stone and Roberts actually did get out. So then they start chasing them all through Chicago. Preach meets Brenda at a train station. Preach meets Brenda on the train, and they start talking about whatever until Preach remembers he was supposed to be going to warn Cochise about Stone and Roberts. But it's too late, as Stone and Roberts already caught him, and they proceed to beat Cochise to death.
How do I say goodbye to what we had? that made us laugh outweighed the bad. I thought we'd get to see forever, but forever has flown away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. To yesterday. I don't know where this road is gonna lead to. All I know is where we've been and what we've been through. If it gets me to tomorrow, I hope it's worth all the pain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. To yesterday. And I'll take with me the memories to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
For the dudes who ain't here.
At the funeral, Preach decides to read a poem to Cochise.
Nigga, I know you don't like poetry, but I'm gonna read it to you anyway. I ain't never read my poetry for nobody, not even my mama. See a damn thing. It goes. We were friends a long time ago. Laughing, rapping, chasing girls, obeying no laws except the one of caring. Basketball days and high nights, no tomorrows. Unable to remember yesterday. We live for today. Oh man, it don't rhyme. Jeez. You could have been the greatest, man. You could have been. Swish.
And then after that, there are subtitles that explain how the cast is doing after the events of the movie. Preach went to Hollywood and became a successful screenwriter. Stoney Roberts was killed in the 1996 during a gas station robbery. I already won't miss. Brenda became a librarian, married with 3 kids. It doesn't really say if she married Preach or not, and she resides in Atlanta. Damon became a sergeant with the U.S. Army stationed in Europe, Hooter, which is a stupid name, and the guy who got hit with the monkey crap became a factory worker in India. Tyrone was killed during an outbreak of racial violence at the 1968 Democratic Convention in Chicago, and that was Cooley High. How is it fair? But the movie seemed to have a decent pace, in my opinion. The actor seemed good for his time, and the only thing that seemed kind of odd to me was the placement of Brenda, since she had the shortest amount of scenes out of everybody, but they still treated her like a main character. But then they seemed to do the same thing with Damon, Stone, Roberts, and Tyrone. So, yeah, I liked it. Well, I really don't have a real sign out, so for listening to me talk out of board.
It's a trip, ain't it?